We had 20,000 people packed into a football ground. So that's a huge number which nobody ever, in fact, we probably never thought, but of course we are building towards it. And all crazy because we've developed these local stars.
It's a sport that has so many different aspects to it because it can be placed anywhere. So you can also attach it to sports tourism. When you put the table in front of a famous monument like that, there's a crowds that gather around it because everybody wants to try their hand at it, and the whole place, the area, everything becomes popularized. People keep coming there then because many places that we do tournaments, we leave the tables there as well.
It was there in a recent animated series also of the Ramayana. Hanumanji is supposed to have done it with Ravan, and with Ravan, and that's when Ravan realized the power of Hanuman, and it came recently on an animated series. So it's not like I'm just saying it. So the stories are there.
You'll be amazed to know out of the 32 million viewers that you mentioned, a huge number was from Bombay and Delhi also.
जो arm wrestlers हैं, that's true. If you see in their normal life, somebody's a physiotherapist, somebody's a nurse, somebody's a travel agent, somebody's a physical trainer, somebody's a mason, mistri, very different kinds of things. But when they come on the table, it brings out that beast side. Her practice for arm wrestling used to be घर का काम, झाड़ू लगाना, पोंछा लगाना and all that. उससे उसके हाथ strong हुए.
Yeah, even pisna and all of that.
Pisna and all of that. So then after she started doing arm wrestling, people saw her that she's doing well. अब जिम आने शुरू हो गए वहाँ पे. So what an amazing story. The first time we had a sub-junior, junior, youth kind of thing, which is an important thing because there's a huge amount of kids who take part. We became the world champion. उसके स्कूल ने उसके सारी फीस माफ कर दी और उसको ₹1,00,000 दे दिया. वो स्कूल जाता है, you see, and he's a big guy, big tough jack. स्कूल जाता है, स्कूल अपने उसमें चश्मे वश्मे, but then afterwards he's always doing his training and everything. And one of the best heavyweights now, and we've taken him into the Kirak Hyderabad team.
Right. On today's episode of Celebpreneurs, I have the founders of the Pro Panja League. There is Parvinn Dabass and there is Preeti Jhangiani. Thank you so much for coming to the office and all the way to the 14th floor where we are shooting right now. How are things and how you guys been doing?
Great. Thank you for having us. And चौथा माला है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि चल के आए हैं, so it's fine.
ये important चीजें चल के नहीं आए हैं.
चल के नहीं आए ऊपर, lift काम कर रही है, so great.
So Preeti, Parvin, you guys, whichever of you guys want to really answer this, the Pro Panja League, the PPL, very frankly speaking, the first time I heard about it, I was like, wow, I had not even imagined that something like this could be done in India.
Yeah.
It's, I think, a perfect example of the power of an idea. So how did the idea of the Pro Panja League really come about?
I've been a big MMA, UFC fan and combat sports, all kinds of sports, boxing, kickboxing, and when it was, and I started this website, a podcast first called MMA India Show.
Oh.
And it did quite well in 2017-18 and started a website, MMAindia.com, bought it from somebody, so started that whole thing. So that was my introduction to sports because I felt there was a vacuum in the combat sports market here and always wanted to do something in sports. So started from there, but when I came to the promotion side, I wanted to get into, there was already some people involved in MMA, so we wanted to get involved in something where us coming in would make a difference also. So that's when I thought of Panja because बचपन में काफ़ी खेला हुआ था. And especially a lot of my cousins were, big, strong Jat boys in Delhi. And वो जब देखते थे किसी को तो सबसे पहले वो ये बोलते थे, hi, hello, बाद में पंजा लड़ाएगा,
Yeah.
So, that, of course, those memories struck and the sport is very, it has a very emotional connect क्योंकि सबने खेल रखा है. But the idea was that how to make it from a recreational kind of a, just a hobby sport and show the actual sports side. But I felt that it had all the qualities of a sport that could go mass. Because everybody is connected to it. जो basic idea है उसका, वो सब जानते हैं कि दूसरे का हाथ नीचे करना है. Correct? Then it was about, and plus it had an Indian name, Panja, which I think is very important. I think a lot of sports cannot connect in India क्योंकि लोगों को मालूम ही नहीं है कि ये है क्या sport, क्योंकि नाम ही नहीं जानते. I'm talking about the majority, masses.
Yeah.
तो पंजा एक ऐसा नाम है जो सब जानते हैं, चाहे कोई भी हो, सड़क पे हो, चाहे बिल्डिंग में हो तो वो सब जानते हैं. So that's what we've always used the word Panja because that is the connect. And of course we started with some tournaments and built up to the first season. But the idea always was कि पंजा जो है अगर उसको ठीक से market और package किया जाए, it can be a huge sport in India. That's what we always felt with a huge graph. But basically we were starting from ground zero almost.
32 million unique viewers is the statistics which I was given for the first season.
Yes.
Correct.
Which quite crazy. So I mean, I was just talking to some of your colleagues before this, and they said that there's a craze, especially in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. The craze is at another level.
Yeah.
So when you've gone there for the tournament, etc., what kind of turnout have you seen? And which cities? I think the one in August, the second season is happening in Gwalior, if I'm not wrong.
Gwalior, correct.
Yeah.
So we've done an event there before in 22, which was actually a turning point for us because we did it for 2-3 days in LNIP college, and then the finale was at the Gwalior Fort.
In front of the
Yeah, and it was jam packed. लोग जो fort भी देखने आए थे वहीं पे बैठ गए. It was like crazy, and that's where things really started changing for us, our social media and everything. So since then to now, we've got over 1 billion views on social media. All 3 social medias combined, YouTube, Instagram and Facebook, and totally organic. So things really changed where people really saw the power of Panja, and it was put up in front of a big audience, and that was one of our ideas also, ki Panje ko to raise the image of the sport also, we wanted to put it in front of big historical and otherwise monuments.
Hence the Gwalior Fort and all.
Yes.
So even this one, which will also be happening like a similar setup, same
No,
place?
this will be indoors क्योंकि ये जो season है ये 17 दिन का होता है, जो पूरा season है वो हमको indoor करना पड़ता है because you don't want to take a risk of doing it outside. But coming back to your original question, we've done 50 events now throughout the country, and one of the and now we are getting people who are traveling to see it. We did it in Aizawl recently in December, and we had 20,000 people packed into a football ground. So that's a huge number which nobody ever, in fact, we probably never thought. But of course, we are building towards it. And all crazy because we've developed these local stars. We did it in Dehradun. We had 5,000-6,000 people. Again, crazy, smaller space. So now we have people traveling. हमने गोरखपुर में भी किया था, तो वहाँ पे बिहार उड़ीसा तक से लोग आए थे देखने के लिए. Because the players are starting to become stars, and that was always our original idea. You want to add something to that?
Yeah, so not just the Gwalior Fort. We've done the event in front of the Gateway of India, in front of the Taj Mahal.
Not Taj Mahal yet.
Sorry, Taj Mahal, the Taj Hotel.
वो भी हो जाएगा.
The Taj Hotel in Bhopal Lake, in the middle of on a tourist boat in Bhopal Lake. In the middle of the lake.
चलते हुए boat.
We've also done it atop a casino boat in Goa. So it's a sport that has so many different aspects to it because it can be placed anywhere. The table can be so you can also attach it to sports tourism. When you put the table in front of a famous monument like that, there's a crowds that gather around it because everybody wants to try their hand at it, and the whole place, the area, everything becomes popularized. People keep coming there then because many places that we do tournaments, we leave the tables there as well. With proper, of course,
somebody to look
somebody
after
to
it.
look over it, and so we do that, and there are little pockets of that's how we've grown it also from the ground up as well, where little pockets of people start playing there. In fact, at Gwalior we had our first training institute as well.
First arm wrestling academy.
I mean, started by you guys or?
Well, our local association.
One of our,
we went and inaugurated, but the idea was there, and we encouraged this, and everybody's associated.
And now you can find an arm wrestling table at every gym.
Yeah, almost. So that's
every gym,
that's the dream also. Is to put an arm wrestling table in every gym.
In the smaller tier 2, tier 3 cities, it's there. It's
But
there
that's a
now,
damn
so-
good idea, even for the, like the Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, Calcutta types and all. That's a damn
Yeah.
good idea. I mean, and it's going to be a hit because
You'll be-
anyways, at
yeah.
the gym, though, people are like flexing and
So
stuff.
you'll be amazed to know, out of the 32 million viewers that you mentioned, a huge number was from Bombay and Delhi also.
Yeah, Maharashtra.
Yeah, Maharashtra, which surprised everybody, because capturing that audience is tough. In any
Yeah.
case, it's capturing any audience which it's a from cricket, away from cricket
Seriously.
is huge. But then to get it in the central, we knew that the smaller cities we will get the viewership, but to get the viewership in Maharashtra and Delhi as well was a big plus for us.
What is the background of Panja in India really? I mean, you must be aware of the history also. Like Panja goes back when did it start off? Are there any details? Because I don't know.
See, it's a very, very ancient sport. You know, I'll go back to some point where the Alexander used to select his generals based on arm wrestling. Now, if I go before that also, even further, in mythology, it was there in a recent animated series also of the Ramayana. Hanumanji is supposed to have done it with Ravan. And
With
that's,
Ravan?
With Ravan. And that's when Ravan realized the power of Hanuman. And it came recently on an animated series. So it's not like I'm just saying it. So the stories are there from
And
that
for
time.
Gen Z out there, because their knowledge is a bit weak, by Ravan we don't mean Saif Ali Khan from we need the original Ravan, and we're going back really because वो confused हो जाकर उनको समझाना पड़ता है.
बिल्कुल, yeah.
Okay, wow man, that's quite something.
Yeah.
So that's really where the
Yeah,
thing
so it's
started
like
off from.
like we said, it's a very ancient sport, and we have modernized it, and you know, like I said, the marketing brought the glamour and appeal to it, and put it out there in a huge, big way.
That it is. And Sunil Shetty has been involved in it. How did that
Yes.
come about? I mean, you guys approached him, he saw it. How did that collaboration come
It
about?
was a mix of both, I think.
Yeah, it was a mix of
he had already seen it when we also spoke to him about it,
We
and he
actually
was
bumped into him in Dubai.
at an event.
in an
That's
event
right,
there,
yes.
and he was seated next to me, and he immediately started talking about it. So we were very pleasantly surprised that he knew about it and had seen what we had been doing. You know, some of the events, and he was very appreciative. So of course I took that opportunity to want to meet up with him, and we met up, and we all had the same vision. So it was of course an honor to have Sunil Shetty ji on board.
It's fabulous because the kind of ideas he's given us as well are, he's somebody who's known to have a very good business acumen, and I would tell everybody it's true. He does. He does. He has some fantastic ideas out there, and he loves sport, and he has a passion for sport and raising the athletes like we do, like we wanted to do. His vision for the sport was the same. So we are very, very happy in
also
to have
a
him
great
with us.
mentor, and like Preeti said, great advice. Somebody we can always go to, and gives extremely prudent and great advice all the time. And he has great insights both on business and entertainment of how something can be done and everything. So because he's got so much experience, of course, legend.
Yeah.
And always open anytime, when we reach out to him for advice or any kind of feedback. So that's great. And you'll be seeing him on the promos. The promos are already out during the India-England series.
Yeah.
तो आप ऑन करके देखो, आपको
अरे।
उसमें सुनील जी नजर आएंगे प्रोमो में.
So promo में क्या है यार? Any of both of you doing Punjab with him? What is
No,
it?
no, we're
No,
not.
no.
The theme this year is Beast Mode On.
Okay.
So basically the idea is कि जो arm wrestlers हैं, that's true. If you see in their normal life, somebody's a physiotherapist, somebody's a nurse, somebody's a travel agent, somebody's a physical trainer, somebody's a mason, mistri, so very different kinds of things. But when they come on the table, it brings out that beast side in them. So that's why Beast Mode On is the
Okay.
theme for this year. Yeah.
And there's this one guy I saw on I think both of your Insta handles, this like really huge some
Mazahir?
foreign guy, international guy, huge beard and all.
Mazahir, so he's
Where
our
did you,
number
where
one.
the hell did you
No,
find
that's
that guy?
Monster Michael he's talking about.
The
Huge
foreign,
beard, and I think he's bald. Yeah, I've heard
bald.
about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So that's Monster Michael Todd. Great guy. He came to Gwalior in 22 for us. He did a seminar. He was a chief guest also at the event over there. Great guy. So he's one of the top arm wrestlers in the world. He's based in America.
Okay.
And we of course got introduced to him through a common friend, and we invited him, and he and his wife came and loved what we were doing. So great that.
So he's like a professional arm wrestler.
Yeah,
He's one of the legends of arm wrestling.
Yeah, one of the legends.
He looks like
So
someone
his
you would
nickname
want
is
to run.
Monster Michael Todd.
So now talking of Sunil Shetty and Monster Michael Todd and whatnot, 3 years back when we had spoken, I had asked you something.
No.
What is the progress on that, Parveen? Regarding Sylvester Stallone, are we getting it or not?
Eventually, yes.
Yes. So context, I have to give context. There's this 1987 movie or something called
Yeah.
Over the Top, where Sylvester Stallone is this truck driver, and he enters this arm wrestling championship to sort of get his son back. Bollywood copied it into something with, I think Anil Kapoor was Sylvester Stallone, the bad guy was Amrish Puri, like in every second Bollywood movie that time. So I had asked Parveen that are we getting Stallone or not?
Yeah. So eventually, we want to and plan to, and one thing is there. Whenever we plan something, we eventually do it. A little later, but we always, so that is on the horizon.
So then you be in touch with me.
I will
once
invite you
Stallone.
for sure. I will remember
Yeah,
this
I
moment.
will hold you up to this.
I will
hold you up to this.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Sylvester Stallone से पंजा लड़वाएंगे.
No. No. So I can talk to him.
Yeah.
That is the max I can do.
चलो फोटो खिंचवा लेंगे. फोटो आप हो जाएगा टीम.
Photo videos are perfectly fine with me.
First, you come for season 2.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys called me. I'll be
Absolutely.
there. I'll be there. Now, again, I was looking at the kind of profiles, and you just mentioned them. Okay, the men, the women, a lot of para-athletes, a lot of police people also who are taking part in this. Tell me at least 3. I mean, if there are more, we can hear more. But tell me at least 3 of these athletes and these people who are participating about their stories. Whether it is a police, whether it is some nurse you mentioned, whether it is a para-athlete.
Yeah.
About
I'll tell you the first story about someone who's a mother who was a home maker, and she was in the first season, Parvinn Dabass, and she had a best of 5 match against this girl from Assam, Kashmira, and Parvinn won it 3-2. So it went back and forth. Somebody won one round, somebody won one round. It kept going back. Finally, she won it 3-2. Completely exhausted. After the match, she's told everybody, and this came on TV as well, about how she comes from this small village outside of Bhopal. Very, very traditional family, and where there was no gyms also. So her practice for arm wrestling used to be घर का काम. झाड़ू लगाना, पोंछा लगाना and all that. उसके हाथ strong हुए.
Yeah, even pisna and all of that.
Pisna and all of that. So then after she started doing arm wrestling, people saw her that she's doing well. अब जिम आने शुरू हो गए वहाँ पे. So what an amazing story, So
let's tell him about the other lady as well, whose husband was not at all allowing her, saying मेरी बीवी को खराब कर दो बेटा.
Nirmal Oryan. It's a Haryanvi lady.
Yeah.
Husband was
absolutely not allowed. Absolutely not allowed. But once she came on and he saw her on screen and she won.
So she won.
One of the matches she won.
She was undefeated.
Yeah, she was undefeated, and what he did was put up a huge screen in his village, in his gully, and he called the entire.
पूरा गांव देखता था.
Where is he based out of?
हरियाणा. तो पूरा गांव बैठ के देखता था गली में फिर, क्योंकि उतना उसको वो हो गया so these are the kind of stories which are really amazing.
These are our female athletes. Our para athletes have amazing stories. One of our para athletes is a world champion, Mr. Manish Kumar. He's won at the world stage, and
he's also an excise officer.
And he's an excise.
But he got a job, government job, because of arm wrestling.
He got a government job because of arms, because he defeated his senior, or what was it?
No,
he won.
That I don't think he would have got a job for.
He won at the World Championships.
He won at the World Championships.
Yeah. So these World Championships, Panjaka, they've been taking place since a very long time. What is the scene like?
Since 1970.
And do you also get international players to participate in your tournament or no?
In our tournament, Pro Panja, not yet. From next year, we're going to start. The idea was first to raise the level of the Indian arm wrestlers, which I think we've done in the last 4 or 5 years. We are, though, hosting international tournaments in India. We're getting the rights. Last year in October, we did something called the Asian Cup, and we had 350 athletes, from all over Asia. From all over the world, actually. Right now in May, we had the rights to the official Asian Arm Wrestling Championship. So there we had 520 athletes. And India, for the first time, came second in an international tournament. So we came second, which shows the amount of progress we have made. And number one was Kazakhstan, which is also number one in the world. So it was a big, big feat, to be able to do that.
Give me one more example of one of these players.
I'll tell you, like there's a school boy, Abbas Rana from Meerut. School padhta hai. In 23, he went to, we took him to Almaty for the World Championship there, and he became the sub-junior world champion. The first time we had a sub-junior, junior, youth kind of thing, which is the important thing, because there's a huge amount of kids who take part, who became the world champion. उसके स्कूल ने उसकी सारी फीस माफ़ कर दी और उसको 1 लाख रुपया दे दिया. Yeah, so so वो स्कूल जाता है, you see, and he's a big guy, he's big tough jat boy and Meerut, and स्कूल जाता है, स्कूल अपने उसमें चश्मे वश्मे, but then afterwards he's doing his training and everything, and one of the best heavyweights now, and we've taken him into the Kirak Hyderabad team now.
So training, what is arm wrestling ka training involved? As in, for Punjab,
it's very different.
Like people would say, "Isme kya training?"
There are specific exercises.
But then forearm strength and whatnot stuff, grips.
It's forearm plus it's speed, it's flexibility. There's a special kind of training. It's weight. How much weight can you hold like this? Because a lot of times you're not just trying to put the other guy down. If he, takes you to the other side quickly, the top roll or something, you are holding him here. And there's a lot of matches where you're seeing the guys holding, and they're burning the other guy out, and then they're starting to come back. And those are the really exciting matches. So they train for all kinds of these positions. Top roll, hook, and they put a lot of weight, and then they lift weight like this, the maximum weight. So it's all about making the tendons and ligaments strong.
Forearm, back strength.
Back, so everything, the whole body is involved in arm wrestling. People don't realize that. It's really the whole body.
So what is let's say the duration of a particular
match?
Like what is the longest duration? Like वैसे तो certainly you can do, but
see, each round sometimes वो 2 seconds या 20 seconds, 2 minutes भी जा सकता है. But the amount of time we've kept for a best of 5 is 20 minutes. So best of 5, so usually 15 और 20 मिनट के बीच में खत्म होता है, because
that's 5 of them, no?
5 rounds. That's 5 rounds. So बीच में they have to rest also in between the rounds and this and that. But the longest a best of 5 ever went on was 1 hour.
How is that possible?
Foul होते हैं कई बार, you have to redo the rounds, things like that. So the thing is,
1 hour.
If what kept happening was, we do something called the running foul rule, where if you do a foul and then you win, then the round gets redone. So that kept happening between both on a lot of rounds. So that went on for an hour. By the end of it, before the end, both were on the floor in between rounds. They couldn't get up. How they finished was amazing. It was really amazing.
This was during season 1?
Season one, yeah. So it went on for an hour.
Okay, and Preeti, now you're the vice president of the Asian Arm Wrestling Federation. So this sort of had happened like as an offshoot after PPL. How did you get involved, and what exactly is your role over there?
Yes, actually. I am the president of the National Federation. It's called PAFI, People's Arm Wrestling Federation India. And ever since we've come into arm wrestling, we've been growing it, and new and stronger athletes have been coming in. And like Parvin just told you, when we're also doing competitions for the first time, India has been winning medals. We had like Abhas won a gold.
Lots of golds in India.
Yeah. So lots of golds and silvers and bronzes. India has been suddenly seeing a surge and a growth. So the Asian Arm Wrestling president actually told us when one of the times, we've taken the teams to the World Championships, to the Asian Championships, to the Asian Cup, to the World Cup. There are all of these international championships where larger and larger teams of athletes are now coming because of the popularity of the sport. There are more sponsorships they're getting. They're able to come. They're able to, people know about it. People know that. And when they win, some of the state governments, when they go back, they get prizes and prize monies and government jobs. So there are larger teams going, and the Asian president actually said that the sleeping giant has awoken.
Yeah, India the sleeping
giant has finally awoken, and they were waiting for when India will actually come. So since there's this boom and this growth and everything, they seeing our work in arm wrestling, they asked me to come on the board as vice president at the Asian Federation.
So the only woman sports president in India of a sports federation, and also the first a woman vice president on the board of any World Arm Wrestling Federation boards.
World Arm Wrestling Federation.
Because the Asian Federation is also part of the World Arm Wrestling Federation.
No, I'm saying so like she's the only one in the world literally that's like a...
Yeah. So the first
only
vice
vice
president,
yes.
woman vice president.
Since we are talking to Preeti, almost my last 1 or 2 questions really, and I'll have to also ask a Bollywood question because there's a lot of Mohabbatein fans over here.
Yes.
Post the success of Mohabbatein, okay, tell me 2, if there are more, that's fine. 2 strangest fan reactions. Strangest, weird, whatever. Fan reactions when people saw you on the street and recognized you or whatever.
Fan reactions. I mean, there've been so after Mohabbatein, it was crazy. I mean, there was
It's still, people, are still like always taking pictures and autographs for Mohabbatein.
So initially, what it was that they used to write letters. So they didn't know where to write, so they used to send it to the Yashraj office.
Wow.
So Yashraj, they used to send me the letters, little. Then they started sending me they became sacks. They sent me 2 sacks of letters. Then thoda time baad it became emails. So then they started forwarding the emails to me. It was like crazy, and I was like, because I can't see it. I would have. I mean, what would have been nice if I had hired somebody to sit and actually, but it was impossible for me because firstly I was very new and very I didn't know what to do with all of that fan mail and
you didn't love your fans enough.
No. I love them, but I didn't love them. I mean, I couldn't.
Do you still have all the letters now?
I have few, yes. I have few. And there's one person who landed up at my home and he said, I've come and,
अभी भी आते हैं, अभी भी at our building.
They come
and a couple of guys still just come and say, please at least once, we just want to meet and this and that, and emails still come.
So, but clearly, out of all the letters and emails sent, you read Parvin's one.
मैंने नहीं भेजा.
नहीं भेजा. अच्छा.
मैंने नहीं भेजा.
I let him say that. नहीं तो मैं तो बोल रही थी आप भेजा.
Last question really now for anybody who's watching this, right? Supposing they want to be part of the Pro Panja League, is there a lower age limit, higher age limit? How do they apply?
See, for the Pro Panja League, there's no age limit or anything. There are weight categories. You have to fit into those. Plus, we do ranking tournaments, which means basically that everybody, especially because we have state associations, we have the district associations, so everybody finds out through their state associations, district associations, and people are invited, everybody, for these, though we only prefer people who have been arm wrestling because newbies ka kuch nahi hone wala hai, you have to be arm wrestling for some time. So, so basically thousands of people show up for these ranking tournaments, and literally the ones who rank, the highest. So when we did the ranking tournament in Gwalior, the top 18 in every weight category got taken into the league. So it's based all on merit and not favoritism. It literally, aapki kismat, aapke haath. It's like that.
Great. But nice chat. All the best for the Pro Panja League, especially for the second season, which is starting on August 5. Please watch it if you've seen the podcast on Sony Sports. There are going to be some interesting promos, I believe, which are
meanwhile you can watch the promos,
meanwhile you can watch the promos. So from August 5, and thank you so much for chatting with us and coming to the office.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
So much
It was absolutely a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.